I can't wait to let this star explode. Stop holding me, baby, you've got the glow. Your love is bona fide. Truth is, baby, you turn me on just like a light switch. Baby, I'm in the light. This time I'll let you know. Got the circuits on overload. I like it. Being in your orbit. Baby, I like the way I like being in your orbit. Baby, I like the way I will show you hidden pleasures that your eyes have never seen. If you wait, if you fly, do you have to look at me? I take you to my castle, my house up in the hills. Give you more than just a measure of my empty cup you fill. If we unrealistic, I wanted you for mine. I laid you down and showed you how slow motion intertwined. So hey, baby, let's go. Honey, let's just fly away. So high on the barrel love, let me make you fly away.
Talk about all the cuties in the house, representing the brothers one time. Come on, y'all. Cuties got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. Cuties got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. Nowadays they just be that straight from the timbers to that baseball bat. Is it? We don't wanna get with it. And then I catch myself. Either way, don't wanna wreck myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean, girl. To get into it's gonna take some time. Cause you can't go swinging with every guy you meet. You can't go swinging with every guy you meet. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. Now you just can't judge a book by the cover, especially when it comes to my lover. Goddamn, the cat's grams, he's underneath the man. Ooh, I got to have him. True that, 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 true that. To get to know me, take it slowly. To get into me, it's gonna take some time. Cause you can't go swinging with every guy you meet. You can't go swinging with your favorite guy you meet. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. You just got it going on every time I turn around. Wanna never step in the mind. Such a one.
They don't make no songs like this no more.
giving up so hard to do. Listening to my friends tell me I'm a fool for you.
This is why I always had a crush on Miss Jones from back in the day.
The type of guy that dreams are made of. I wanna be what you want, when you want, and whenever you need me, say that. 'Cause someday I wanna be going where I want to be. I wanna be going. I'm right here and you with me. I wanna be going. Yeah, I wanna be going. Come on, come on. I'm looking for a reason, and I already know the deal. Time and time again, I try to ask myself, if my baby for real, please, won't you level with me? Because I want to let you know that I finally made up my mind, and it ain't where I'm going, right here, back inside, giving you the friend you need.
Hey, yo, check this. This is the Kid School Piano Man remix.
Boy, you know I'm sick and tired of all your silly games and your messing with my mind. Now I know what you're all about. Your skin is free, baby. I can do without. Last night, hanging with my friends, saw you with your other lover once again. I ain't going out like that. Boy, I'm telling you, why you wanna buy me, wanna hurt me, baby? We the same time. It's all over. Why you wanna play me out? Why you wanna play me out? Why you wanna play me out? I've been good to you. I've been true to you. Why you wanna play me out? Why you wanna play me out? Thank you for my loving. I don't understand.
You called and told me what you wanted to be. But it seems that you know what you need. We were so happy together when we first met. Oh, we started acting crazy. Oh, baby, what's happening? Oh, my love is what I do. You won't think where I'm happy. Let me know if you want to leave. Baby, please don't call me your life. I want to hear it. No, but it's wrong. I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. You know I'm not the same. No, 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 no. But you keeps on running and playing those simple games. Oh, leaving me in the street.
My mama was raising me. I never could
What up? What up? What in the world is that? What is
I'm in
that?
the Christmas spirit.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Anyway, guys, what's up, man? What's up? What's up, G Dizzle? G Dizzle, what's up with you, man? Ah, man. So, guys, I saw, everybody kind of, talking about how they're happy that the lady was convicted, and she should have been. The lady that shot him, Kim Porter, whatever her name is. What's up, man? She, look, man. In case you've been living under a rock, brother Dante Wright, Mick's brother, got shot by the police. It was a mistake. He was wrestling with the police. They were trying to arrest him. He, started fighting with the police. He was in the car trying to get away. They tased him. At least he was trying to attempt to tase him. And the next thing you knew, he pretty much wound up starting, to try to get away. And the lady pulled out. She said taser, but she grabbed the gun and shot him because everybody said, well, she should know better. I'm going to explain something to you. Sometimes you make dumb decisions. Sometimes you put your keys in the refrigerator. Okay. So that was the type of mistake that was, but it was a life-ending mistake. It ended his life. Unfortunately, the brother died. Now, I'm not celebrating his death. By no stretch am I celebrating his death. But when I read you this brother's rap sheet, and I read to you the bullshit that he was on, trust me when I tell you, and I hate to say this shit because it's going to sound real fucked up, but you better be glad he ran into a cop instead of one of us in a dark alley, because this brother was probably going to end somebody's life. This brother has attempted to end a few lives, and he was on a reckless road of destruction. And the best thing in his life probably would have been going to jail and being somebody's girlfriend. That would have been the best outcome for him. Because on the trajectory and the level of stupidity and ignorance that this brother exhibited is unmatched. Okay? And this is yet another case where we tend to get so excited about trying to get into trying to get all, well, the cop was wrong. Like, okay, I'll be objective. The cop was wrong. But let's just keep it a buck. If they fuck around and get that cop 9 months, I'm good. I'm Gucci, as they say. Right? The thing is this, man. Like, I'm about to read you why, because I feel sorry for one of these brothers that he shot. His mama was just talking about some stuff about, how, hey, pay back a bitch. Like, and just think now, something like this is the thing. The brothers that he did shit to were people that they thought was friends, that he said that were reportedly friends of his. Okay. So just, and I'd have been around. See, the thing is, it's some niggas that I played with and I was cool with. They were stone cold fucking murderers. And it was just a matter of time. If I'd have fucked around, got a nice car, got older, started doing some nice shit, and we were still friends, it ain't no telling what them niggas would have did to me. I just thank God that it never happened to me. I never forget some years ago, I had a friend, right? Me and him was playing. He was chasing me with a BB gun, right? We playing this shit. But, I'm thinking, okay, he ain't going to shoot me and try to hurt me or no shit. I mean, his name was Tony, right? And me and Tony been playing since, like, G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man shit, okay? Way back, right? And so Tony was like my nigga. He was cool. That was my dog. But I never once thought Tony was the type of dude that would really seriously try to hurt me, right? So we playing and shit. I'm throwing shit at him. But, I don't know what, how little kids are. We like 3rd grade, 4th grade. We running around and shit. This nigga Tony took that damn BB gun and aimed that bitch at my fucking eye and was laughing and shot that bitch, pulled the trigger, and I felt the BB hit me right on the side of my fucking eye. It hit me on the bone right on the side of my eye. And I said, hold on, playtime over, dog. Playtime is fucking over. I said, man, we got into it and shit, about to fight. I said, man, don't you shoot me in the face with no damn BB gun. What the fuck wrong with you? But I remember that shit. Man, I was just playing, man. Nobody trying to hurt you. Nigga, what the fuck you think gonna happen when you shoot me in the eye with a fucking BB gun? You'll take my fucking eye out. This nigga tried to shoot me in the eye, right? Fast forward about, I'd say about, I was about in the 10th grade. Tony and his brother robbed a guy in Newtown, which is where Henry Ruggs, the brother that just wrecked his life, that played for Alabama, the wide receiver. That's where he's from. He's from the north side. Tony went up to the north side from brother from Newtown. Dude had a Monte Carlo with some hammers on it. Back in the day, that's what niggas used to do, right? The dude went up there, him and his brother's about 24, 25, right? His brother rolled up there. They shot this dude that was a drug dealer, robbed him, and parked the car in front of some niggas in our neighborhood house and left it and abandoned the house and abandoned the car to try to pin it on some niggas they didn't like from my neighborhood. And when I heard that shit, I said, no way, Tony, man. Tony ain't that crazy, man. Tony. I saw him. Tony said some shit, like, man, yeah, man, they said it was me because he got locked up. His ass got out on bail. Well, man, they said it wasn't me, man. You know, I'm just saying, dog. But see, let me explain something about Tony. Tony, it's sad as I have to say this shit, his whole fucking family went to prison. All his cousins, his brothers, all them motherfuckers did murder or was major drug deal. I'm talking about the kind that where they got, okay, we got to lock this nigga up for 20 years. He a kingpin type shit, right? This was one of my closest friends, supposedly, when I was growing up, right? Now, why am I telling y'all this story? Some people just have a trajectory in life that is probably going to end them up fucked up, right? And another story. When I was a kid, I had a basketball rack in my backyard. Dude named Dana. Dana came over. Dana was bigger than me. He's about 4 or 5 years older than us, right? But the nigga was probably maybe 1 grade ahead of me, right? Like, this nigga's damn near a teenager in, like, elementary school, right? So I had my little rim, my little 7-foot rim, 8 foot, because we was real little. We was kids and shit. We playing, we used to go up there and do dunk contests and shit. We was starting to get older. That nigga Dana came back there one day and jumped on my rim. Yeah, that's exactly who the fuck. That Dana kind of looked like LaMilton, actually, because he was fat. He was kind of stocky and fat. Man, nigga jumped his fat ass up on my rim and pulled my shit down, like, and was laughing. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is funny? I'm sitting there with my eyes like silver dollars. Like, you motherfucker. I start cussing and shit. I go to try to grab a stick or some shit. I'm like, I couldn't whoop Dana ass. Dana was way bigger than me, just being straight up. I wasn't finna whoop his ass, but I'm trying to find something to hit his ass with. Because motherfucker, you just come and just do me like that, right? For nothing. He just bent my rim down and thought the shit was funny. My brother heard me cussing, ran out. He come out there because he saw the dude leaving, but he knew who he was. So my brother come back there, man, what's wrong with you? I said, man, that nigga bent my rim down. That nigga, he said, man, don't sweat that. He said, man, give me that 2x4 over there, right? My brother grabbed that damn 2x4, went up there and pushed the rim back straight. He said, look, let me tell you something about a nigga like that. Now, I'm going to tell you why this story is funny. He said, I grew up with dudes just like him. He said, that dude is going to prison or jail. You mark my words. He said, anybody that thinks it's funny and think, because usually the thing about these niggas is they think this shit is funny. They think it's cute when they do the shit they do. They think it's cute. Remember Old Dog? I smoke anybody. I just don't give a fuck. Like, I loved Old Dog in the movie. But Old Dog, when he said America's Nightmare, he was not lying, right? Like, when he introduced Old Dog in Menace Society, I said, I'll be damned. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it is, man. And I said, yeah, that's him. That was O-Dog, man. Like, just a straight killer. And I say, you know what, man? A lot of niggas, you look at them, you can tell, like, yeah, this nigga is probably headed down the wrong path in life. Like, he's probably probably he's headed down the wrong path, and he probably gonna get people, killed eventually. Like you could just see it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the movie? Nigga, I know you ain't showing niggas the tape. I got the tape. The shit funny to me though. Like, you see what I'm saying? And I told y'all, my homeboy Tony, when he shot me with that BB gun, he was giggling. And when the dude bent my rim, thought the shit was cute, right? They think that shit is funny when they do that shit. It's fun, guys. It's fun. It's exciting. And so what happens in the mind of these low IQ monkey niggas is they get out here, they do this shit, and they get an adrenaline rush, bro. And they start feeling like this is the way, right? And they hear the dark side telling them, yes, let the hate flow, right? And you can start hearing the Omen music playing in the background, like the Omen score. The score from the movie Omen. I'm talking about the old school with all the damn, the Damien shit, like just scattered. You can hear it just going over and over. Like, these motherfuckers is evil, like just pure demonic 666 ass niggas that will do anything. So let me go back to Dana. So about a couple hours later, I'm outside. Dana come back, man, my bad, I was just fucking with you, man. Shit, I got 2 more at the house, man. I'll give you. I'm like, nah, man, I'm straight. We fixed it. But I don't fuck with that nigga no more after that. I was mad as hell. And everybody knew me. They all, he loved basketball. Like, yeah, nigga, I had chose something in my life to pursue. Yeah. I wasn't just some little aimless ass nigga. Like, I really had goals and shit that I wanted. I had shit that I wanted in life. Yes, I did. Right? So, I'll tell you what happened. So this shit was probably maybe 3-4 months later. Dana breaks into an elderly woman's house. She's in her 60s and rapes her, right? When he rapes her, he literally went so far as to buy a jacket just like somebody else in our neighborhood. And he raped the lady wearing the jacket that the dude that lived in our neighborhood had. Like, this is the type of shit that this nigga would do. This nigga would literally, he went and raped an old woman. Now, this nigga, that was the last time they locked his ass up. Now, he was about 16, 17 then. So they probably tried his ass as an adult, and he went to prison for rape of an old elderly woman. Now, if the nigga ever got out, I never saw him again. But the dude that he tried to frame, that nigga shot somebody in the head point blank range. So it was just fucked up all the way around. Like, that's why I tell people Montgomery, one of the most hood ass cities. I grew up around some crazy people, right? But I wasn't like that. My family, I was not like that. I'm not gonna do no shit like that. But when you want to talk about somebody that grew up around some evil shit, I knew them. I knew a bunch of damn dudes that you would sit like, he did what? Yeah, that was my nigga, man. We used to, yeah, man. This dude went to Prattville, went on a shooting spree. I ain't gonna say the dude's name, last name Harris. Rode through Prattville, Alabama, just went through white folks' neighborhoods, just killing people. He's still in prison right now. This nigga was at school with me. Like, and these people think this shit is cute. Now let me go into the rap sheet. I'm gonna go into the rap sheet. Watch this shit.
Nigga, I know you ain't telling us to be showing niggas the robbery tape, man. What's up with that?
Man, cool out, nigga. We just having fun with the motherfucking tape.
See that? We having fun with the motherfucking tape, right?
Damn, ain't nobody else gonna see the tape. The shit is funny with me, though. Hey, man, we get back to this shit.
You see this shit? It's funny to me. You just blew. They went into that store and blew them folks' brains out and ended their lives, and it's funny. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Montgomery niggas will kill your ass. Like, I'm not a killer. That ain't me. But I'm telling you, like, I know that. Like, when I go to Montgomery, you have words with a nigga, just understand, okay, who this nigga, what he got. That's the first thing in my mind if I'm having words with a nigga, especially in Montgomery, if we playing ball or some shit, it get a little touchy. You got to think it's niggas that listen. It was a school called Cloverdale. They sold it to Huntington College now, but there was a school called Cloverdale. It was a middle school. Some niggas was up there playing ball, and the dudes had words with the other guy, right? They up there arguing and shit while they playing ball. It was two of them. The whole fucking gym jumped on them niggas, beat them niggas so bad they ran in the office at the community center and locked the door to try to survive. Them niggas went and got a shotgun. I don't know if they killed them, but I got the fuck out of there. They went and got the gun finna whoop this nigga. I said, damn, there's about 8 niggas on 2 niggas, and they beat them niggas ass. One dude could have probably whooped him by himself, but all of them jumped on his ass. This back when Disciples was a big deal and all that shit. Right? Next thing I know, oh no, I ain't nothing like that, bro. I ain't nothing. I don't even claim that shit. I don't claim none of that tough guy shit. I do not like it. See, this is what I learned a long time. Stop claiming that tough guy shit. That shit is always somebody out there that's tougher. And even if you are a tough guy, who the fuck want to go through life trying to test motherfuckers all the time? Like who? I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to. It's not that I'm a bitch and I'm gonna let niggas just do whatever to me. It's just at the end of the day, who wants to go through life? Johnny Cash had this song, don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home. Remember that shit? I played it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? In this song, Johnny Cash was like, look, you think he's like, I could shoot fast and I could do this. He's like, don't take your guns to town. Like, that's the real thing. Johnny Cash, don't take your guns to town. This is the song right here.
Dark hair down, and his mother cried as he walked out. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town. He laughed and kissed his mom and said, you're Billy Joe's the man. I can shoot as quick and straight as anybody can, but I wouldn't shoot without a cause. I'd gun nobody down. But she cried again as he rolled away. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town.
Basically, in the song, the boy winds up getting killed. And when he gets shot, he can remember hearing his mom say, don't take your guns to town. That's the hook. But what it is, he invited that shit. So when you walk around, when you try to have that energy, I'm a tough guy, I whoop a nigga ass, I'm this, I'm that, it invites that shit. It does. It invites it. Like I've been throwing hands. I'm comfortable. I feel comfortable with the gloves, with the hands. I don't want to throw gloves with no motherfucking body. I don't give a fuck if I beat your ass. I don't want it. I don't want it because I understand that tough guy shit will lead to an early grave, prison, or a very good ass whooping, and you might wind up in the ICU. But just going through life being a bully doesn't. In fact, I've come to the understanding that if you can't fight, it ain't a bad thing. Guys, let me explain. I don't talk like this often, but just because every man is not some martial artist with the fucking hands is gonna just whoop everybody's ass. And if you're not, it doesn't make you any less of a man. If you ain't up, you should learn. You should, because you never know. But what I'm saying is, I don't look down on a man if he can't throw hands. I see people walking. That's like me. I look at people and I know I probably could whoop their ass. But do I think that it makes me any more of a man? No, it doesn't make you shit. It doesn't make you a damn thing. What's up, Truth as I know it? It doesn't make you anything just because you feel like it's plenty of people. Like we've all seen that guy. You look at him like, okay, he about $150. I beat his ass. You know it. But what does that prove? Do you feel any more of a man? So when I look at this kid, and I'm about to get into this shit, right? So let me share my screen. Because that's what he was. He was just a child. He was a grown child. That's what this dude was, right? So I'm at the Daily Mail. Let me give you the article. I'll give you the link to the article. No problem. I don't think they'll give me a strike for this. So here's the link to the article, right? Feel free to go check it out at your leisure, right? So this is just talking about the long track. What's up? Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas. This is just a long track of shit that this nigga did. Let me go through these bullet points. All right. Dante Wright had a life of crime and violence in the years before his death. Right? It says the 20-year-old was involved in the shooting of two of his high school friends, a home burglary, and previously assaulted and robbed a woman at gunpoint. Right? Says Jennifer LeMay said Wright shot her son, Caleb Livingston, 18, in the head at a gas station and left him to die in an incident in Minneapolis in May 2019. Now, why the fuck is he even walking around? See, and we talking about prison reform, right? Is this the nigga we want to get out? That's what I really want to know. When I hear people like Charlemagne and all these people, well, you know, prison reform, we need to get prison reform. For what? For motherfuckers like this? Dudes like this that shot. Listen, hold on. Look at this. Caleb now suffers from a traumatic brain injury and a respiratory arrest and is bound to a wheelchair. He cannot speak and requires 24/7 care. Now, what is respiratory arrest? I believe he needs assistance in breathing. That's what I think that means. In other words, right? What's the respiratory arrest? It's simply the absence of breathing. The boy ain't even breathing. He got to be breathing. He needs a machine to breathe because Dante shot him. So for the rest of this boy's life, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be sitting up there with a damn machine. You know what you took from this? You might as well have killed him. He can't speak. He needs 24-hour care. Thank God he's still living. But, I mean, what type of life? You done basically turned him into a vegetable. For what? What could you possibly have been that upset about at 18 that you killed him like that? That you would shoot this boy and change it, like, so basically you left him to die. So in my mind, this piece of shit shouldn't have been free in the first place. And it sounds like to me this officer is a damn hero. Oops, I said it. Because guess what? He would have been shooting one of our ass. It's all everybody talk that shit till he got his gun pointed up in your window or he done shot one of your babies. Then you ready to kill his ass. See, this is why I don't give a fuck about police reform. Because the first thing we want to do as black people is we want to try to protect our innocent. We don't want to protect our innocence. We want to protect the fuck ups. When it comes to politics or anything, first thing we do, well, I mean, what about the woman with 8 kids and shit? I mean, how she's going to make it on $8? We need to have a living wage, and $15 isn't a living wage. She needs to make $60 an hour to take care of her 8 kids. That's only right? So just for breathing, this chick deserves $120,000 a year. And I'm sure that somebody would hear this argument and actually think that's fair, what I just said. Right? And I'm sorry, this woman is a freaking national hero. Let me tell you something. This dude, look, you shot this dude and left him for dead. Do you think he gives a fuck? I'm gonna come on, we're gonna get there. Let me keep reading. Right? It says right here, LeMay said, I have mixed emotions about Wright's death. Part of me is content knowing he'll never be able to hurt someone again. Let's keep going. But then the other part is furious. When Kim Potter killed him, she took away any possibly for him to be any possibility. They misspelled that. She took away any possibility for him to be held criminally accountable for what he did. She added. So they just didn't type that right. But so what she said is she took away the ability for him to be held accountable for his actions. I'm sorry, but I'd rather either he spend 20. This dude probably need to do about 30 years of prison. That's just from the shit I'm already seeing. He deserves about 30 years of prison if he didn't get shot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, facts, brother, facts. This is facts, man. Right? Another woman identified only as CV told Daily Mail Wright assaulted her and pointed a gun at her in an attempted robbery in December 2019. We'll get into that shortly. And in 2017, he was arrested and charged with the felony first-degree burglary of an occupied dwelling after breaking into a friend's parents' home. So think about this for a second. My son, we just left the gym. I spend time with him. We do our thing. We working on, he's going to be a ball player. How good, I don't know. It's up to him. But what I'm saying is this. He was a friend. That means, just think about it. You got a son. He play a sport, and one of his friends try to break in your house. How would you feel? And I can see some shit like that happening. I can see it. Because when it comes, that's one of my biggest fears. That's why I send my son to private school. I don't want my son into public school. I hate to say it. Look, I'll be broke. My account will be in the negative, and I will still I'll run it further in the negative to make damn sure he get his money to stay at his school he at. Because I don't want him around that type of riffraff. I want him around parents who give a fuck about their children enough to at least spend some money for their kids every week to go to, because that tells me something about the household you in. If your parents going to spend some money every week for your ass to go to school when they can go for free, that means somebody's investing in you. Those are the types of kids that you want your children around. You don't want your children around niggas like this. So let's get to it. So this the nigga right here. Like, and it's the thing, man. Like, I can look at this dude, and I'm not trying to I'm not a tough guy or anything like that. Take the gun away in the weed and the tough guy. You beat the shit out of this nigga. But see, these are the ones that you got to be worried about. This is why I always say you got to take niggas serious. Because see, this the type of nigga you would not take. See, look at him. Fold his little ass up, right? But that's the nigga you need to be worried about. You don't worry about usually a dude that got a little mass and size on him. He ain't on that bullshit. Most of the dudes that got some size and they ain't on that bully shit for real, right? Most dudes ain't like Debo. Like most dudes aren't. Most of the dudes that you see, this nigga's like a chihuahua. And you stump at him, he run. That's him. That's him right there, right? I gotta show you. Look, I got my weed. This shit is a very choreographed picture. Like I'm me being older, the hoodie being on, the way the belt, the pants are, right? I got the gun sitting there. I got the money in my hand. I got the weed. I'm a tough guy. I'm cool. This is a fake wannabe thug, motherfucker. But let me tell you something. This is a nigga that'll send your ass up out of here. Is a nigga just like this. This is a nigga that will take your children's life, that will take your life, your daughter's life, right? Because she don't want to be with him no more, right? This the nigga that will kill you trying to sneak in your daughter's room. And you catch him and he'll shoot you, right? This is the guy I'm talking about. Look at this nigga. Who the fuck even plays with a gun up to their head? So that tells me two things about you. Number one, you're stupid. You're not intelligent, right? Number two, it tells me that you don't care about your life. So what did Bishop say? What did Tupac say? Let me play that shit right quick. Right? I can't spell Bishop today. You know what? I was kind of tripping, right? I am crazy, right? Like this is some real shit. So let me. I ain't gonna show it because they'll probably flag the video. Let me play this right quick. Y'all listen. Y'all know it by heart. You didn't all seen it.
Sir, I ain't seen in a couple of days. What's been happening? Man, get off that shit. It's over. It ain't nothing nobody can do about it, man. What do you want from me, man? Nothing. Just came to see if you was all right. See how you been doing. Blank. I ain't talked to nobody, right? I know. Cool. Always will be. I just came to see what's up.
See, this shit now. This is supposed to be, this is very interesting because in Juice, they was all boys, right? Let me tell you something. I don't have a lot of friends, guys. I know. I have people that I'm cool with that I do consider friends, but I have a lot of them. I don't. I've known a lot of people. I'm very cordial with a lot of people. I'm very cool. I can hang with hang out with anybody, get a drink, talk sports, have fun, talk about life, anything with just about anybody. I'm not a lonely guy. Like, oh my God, I'm so like alone. I'm not like that. I have fun, man. By my fucking self, I will. I'm not like that. But do I have a lot of friends? Hell no. I don't. And the reason I don't, I've been double crossed. I've been stabbed in the back. I've been talked about. Right? What's the song? They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still holding on, right? I'm just telling you, I don't have a lot. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I've learned in life when I was young, some of the guys that I was closest with, some of the guys that I would pick up cross town, ride. This back when gas was number like 90 cents, 85 cents. But still, minimum wage was $3.50. Right? We was broke. We was struggling. $4. So I would be the one that'd get my car, gas it up, ride and pick everybody up. We go play ball. I drop them off. I go stop at the gas station. Niggas ain't got $1. Man, let me hum. Here go $1 on the gas. Shit, that's a gallon right there. Shit, two of y'all give me $1, man. What's up? Remember, anybody got a snaps on the petrol? I can relate to that shit. I can relate to MC8's character about, people want to ride in your car, don't want to put gas in your car, want to ride you, or you want to ride all over town. They want you to do different things. They would use you, right? And some of these guys today would see me and wouldn't even speak to me, would look me right in my face. I've never done anything, never did anything. I had people I see, hey man, how you doing? Nigga just look at me. I'm like, this bitch ass nigga, I ain't did nothing to this nigga. Now fuck it. I ain't speaking his ass. If I see him, fuck it. I won't say nothing to him now. When I was a kid, when I was younger, I had to go through all this shit. It's hard to find people that are real friends, man. It is hard. It is extremely hard to find real friends in life because people will shit on you. People will use you in spite of your kindness. People, you could do the nicest things to people and people will turn their backs on you. I had a guy that played ball with me. I rode him home in Montgomery. Didn't ask the brother for shit. This nigga, my car fucked around and stopped one time. And this nigga got back to school. It was the man, that old piece of shit car. I'm like, damn, bro. You gonna talk about my car? Shit, I'm giving you a free ride. You ain't even, man, we got the tussling and shit. Cause he jumped up like, nigga, okay, like, man, get the fuck out my face. We start tussling and shit, wrestling. And I'm like, damn, this supposed to be my boy. I've learned in life, you can count the motherfuckers that really gonna have your back and fuck with you for real. When you ain't got shit, when it ain't popular, when it ain't the in thing to do to be your friend, when all other people may say, oh man, fuck that nigga, who gonna really be your nigga and have your fucking back and be like, man, that's still my nigga, fuck y'all niggas. That's my nigga, we cool, I'm gonna treat him the same, I'm consistent. That was always me. I didn't give a fuck. One of my closest ones who's really a friend of mine signed D1 basketball. And I never forget, something was going on. I know now what was going on. He was having some family issues. He didn't really want to stay at LSU. He signed with LSU, high school All-American, top 100 basketball player, all that shit. They had an assembly. He was a McDonald's All-American, all that shit. Fucked around, some shit happened. He came home, and them niggas shitted on that man so bad. He don't know it. I told him, but he don't understand how bad they talk. The dudes that was kissing his ass when he was in school, when he was playing ball, that was his boys and shit. What's up, y'all? Merry Christmas. Man, yeah, man, that nigga ain't shit. I knew that nigga. I knew it. I'm like, you knew what? Right? And I'm going to tell you, he was depressed. And he told me, this is how we was tight, we was cool, but after that shit, we got real close. Because he was depressed. He didn't probably know it, but people was talking about him. All the other coaches, I'm talking about coaches, everybody talking shit. he just ain't had an intestinal fortitude. He gonna wind up, that nigga up there working car. He up there so-and-so, now look where he at. He up there so-and-so, all right, bet. Man, I hopped my ass in the car, rolled over there. Nigga, at 3, we going to play ball. What's up? He like, all right, man, bet. He said, man, I needed this, man. I need to be chilled up. I got a lot of shit going on. Man, I don't know what to do. I said, man, you're going to be all right, man. You a high school All-American. Phone was ringing off the hook back then. But people was talking shit. Soon as it was a chance, when people are down, they will kick you. They will talk about you. They will stab you. What did we say? They'll hell you, then they'll nail you. That's Lauryn Hill. She was saying, hey, you'll get 1 week, the first week where he riding in the Palm Sunday, riding on the donkey, they celebrating. Next week, give us Barabbas, right? Badabai, right? Give us Barabbas, right? Kill, we don't want him. Jesus, what did Jesus do? What did Yeshua do? Nothing. This is when I, in life, you got to learn that shit. And so as I look at Dante Wright, I see a dude that's like that will shit on you, stab you in the back. You done shot one of your friends, and you got this nigga. I couldn't live with myself. If I consider you a friend, and me and you get into it, I'm not finna shoot you and have you fuck. It ain't nothing you did to me. I've never had somebody do shit to me where I need to put them in where they need a damn assistance to breathe. I've had people do all types of fucked up shit. I've never had somebody piss me off that much. There's only a few things you can do to me to piss me off. You got to hurt my mama, my son, my family, some shit like that. Then it's a problem. Then it might go down that way. But other than that, I'm not finna just do that over some weed or over a girl or over a couple of dollars. No, I'm gonna let that shit go. That's black people.
Let me tell you something, B. I'm only playing your fucking game because ain't shit else to do. But don't you ever pull a gun on me again in your life. Well, I hope I won't have to. Yeah, we all go down if you do, because we all crew. Just try me if you think I'm bullshit. Look at this. The brother finally decides to stand up like a man and throw down. Too bad, Raheem had to die first, huh? It's over. Everything starts from now. We all go down unless we stay together. Ain't no one man above the crew. You know that shit.
Hey, who's it?
Crazy, man.
Oh, hey.
You know what? When you said that last time, I was kind of tripping, right? But now, you're right. I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steele. And I don't give a fuck about Raheem either. I don't give a fuck about myself. Look, I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit.
See, when you got niggas that can actually say that shit out their mouth, that's a motherfucker you better run from. Because that's a person that has nothing to lose. And it's usually a $145 soaking wet. Usually. That's the motherfucker you need to be scared of. That's why I always tell y'all on my channel, you better take everybody serious. Go full speed with everybody. I don't fuck around. You come at me, I'm scary. I would be scared of Dante ass. He put the fear of the devil in me. I'm telling you, he scares me. A brother like that scares me because look at this, man.
And you less of a man than me. So as soon as I decide that you ain't gonna be shit.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, hold on. Now Tupac, he did that. Hey, that was a hell of a damn roll right there, boy. That damn Pac the man. Well, I don't care what nobody say, right? But anyway, that's who this is. I ain't shit. So as soon as I decide you ain't gonna be shit, pow. Look at this nigga. Look at him. Look how he looking. My life fucked up. I ain't got nothing. I'm finna make sure you ain't gonna have shit. That's why he done shot 2 people. The nigga wasn't even 20, man. Look at this. Look at this. Let me see what he talking about. Let's see. If it ever load. Let's see. Now, this is what I'm talking about, man. A lot of people don't pay attention to this shit. This is something that there was a clear path to this brother getting shot. It's not a surprise. And unfortunately, she did us a favor. I hate to say it like that. I'm sure this is probably painful for some of his family members. This dude done shot 2 people before 20. Do you honestly believe that you and I will not have a run-in with his ass at a gas station one day and he won't kill us or shoot at me and shoot somebody that's very precious to me, that you love? You got to ask yourself these questions. Damn, what's going on? It's taking forever. You gotta ask yourself, damn, this shit. Anyway, you gotta ask yourself these questions. Is this guy worth the drama? Is he worth the effort that it would take to prove? Because see, and you know, that's what I respect. What's his name? Kevin Gates, because he was like, man, I see motherfuckers like that. I'll go the other way because I'm gonna make you prove to me. Da, 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 da. And see, me, I don't want you to prove shit. You ain't got to prove to me you're a tough guy. You can talk that tough guy shit. I'd rather go the other way. Now, I have pride. My only fear is that you catch me in one of them days. I'm like, nigga, fuck you, because I got it in me too. You ain't just going to talk to me any kind of way. We all are men at the end of the day, right? Each one of y'all right now, if I say, fuck you, nigga, you're gonna come back at me. That's just part of having testosterone and testicles. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're going to feel that way. Even if you don't say it, something's going to well up inside of you. And I hope I can keep that shit under control to where I don't wind up getting caught up with a low IQ motherfucker and taking a risk with my life or someone else's life who I love. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this shit, I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. Let me make sure I just stop this. Let me refresh it. I'm going to refresh it because it's going to mess up. So let me just keep going. But that's what I'm talking about. People like that. So what does that prove? Why you got the gun up to your forehead? Huh? What does that prove? He already got a rap sheet. Right? Let's see what else he did. Let's see. I just want to see what I like to get a personality. And it's nothing better than these idiots have you. So you pretty much probably a felon. And look at you rapping with a gun. I mean, they just ain't turn your ass in. Damn. They just ain't turn his ass in to the police. That's the only thing that's probably helping him is nobody's turned his ass in yet. But somebody needed to, because that probably would have saved somebody's life. Look at this boy, man. This boy been his homeboy. He done lost his life because you think you tough. You want to prove you the tough guy, right? You want to prove. Look at this shit, man. Look at him. I don't make excuses for cops, okay? I don't. Like the lady made a bad decision, and it's not probably. It has cost her freedom. Now, I don't really care if the lady get 3 months. I do not. If they give her ass 3 months. If they give her if they give that lady 3 months, I'll be like, oh, okay, good for her. Like, that's how I feel. Because I'm sorry. I feel sorry for this boy. Let me show y'all some shit, man. I feel sorry. That boy got to be like on a damn feeding tube the rest of his life and shit. Can't breathe. He needs assistance 24 hours a day. Look at him. Look at him.
I ain't got no time to try to fight.
See, and this is what rap music pulls. This is why. Y'all think hip hop ain't influenced him at all? I challenge anybody to tell me that hip hop didn't influence this brother. I challenge anybody to tell me that Future and all them and the shit they say in these rap songs didn't influence this kid. Because he doesn't. Clearly, he's looking for manhood. He doesn't know what it is. Clearly, he is. His father not being there probably made the biggest influence. Because I can tell he didn't know his dad.
off my nuts. Yeah, nuts for eat that bitch.
See, you know, at the end of the day, man, sometimes, guys, we got to make decisions. Like, you got to make executive decisions. And sometimes you got to sell out. You got to. I don't keep it. I'm never going to keep it real with a motherfucker. It ain't nothing that this nigga can do for me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear nothing from you. When you 35 and you figure this shit out and you trying to get your life together, hey, come to Lifting the Veil. Maybe we can help you out. But up until that point, stay the fuck away from me. Because you see, and that's the thing. Like you and I may get into it with a guy and we ready to throw fisticuffs and throw hands with a motherfucker. This nigga here, this is a bitch. This nigga ain't finna throw hands with nobody. He think he a pretty boy anyway. This nigga want to be a pretty boy. Like, that nigga ain't no, he wants to be the pretty boy thug. Like, he, you know what I'm saying?
Bunch of bitches I know, they gonna start this out. No.
So, I mean, I don't even want to see shit else. I mean, look at what he did to his homeboy. Among his victims is Caleb Livingston, pictured with his mother, Jennifer LeMay, who was left permanently disabled after being shot in the head by Wright in 2019. Well, look at this shit, man. Look at this. You shot this boy in the head for what? This is a parent's greatest nightmare right here. Is somebody hurting their child like this. See what I'm saying? According to legal filings, Wright shot Caleb outside a full-stop convenience store and gas station on May 14th of 2019. That's him before. That's him before, right there. And I hate to say this shit. Look at his pants. Let me tell y'all something. Let me explain something to you. Y'all gonna probably disagree with this, but I'm gonna tell you something. If I ever catch my son with his pants like that, I'm gonna beat his ass. I mean ever catch him with that uniform on. I catch him doing that dusty shit, trying to be like these niggas, me and you gonna have a problem and your ass is getting thrown out the house. And I'm well within my rights to do that shit. And I love him dearly. I give my life for him. There's no way you're gonna stay up in my house like that. No way. And I'm not shitting on this boy, because just look at him now. But you put this boy in a damn chair, man, in a wheelchair. Real talk. Right? She said, I don't believe you can just accidentally shoot someone. I don't buy it, the mom said. LeMay said she later learned that a few days prior, the two got into a physical fight and Caleb got the best of Dante, leading to believe that the shooting was motivated by revenge. See that? Her son now suffers from traumatic brain injury and respiratory arrest and is bound to a wheelchair. He can't speak or walk and has limited movement in his limbs. Caleb requires 24/7, 365 care. He can't eat, dress, or basically do anything on his own. He requires constant attention, LeMay said. He needs to be lifted in and out of bed, into a wheelchair. He has a service dog, a 12-year-old pit bull terrier named Sharaf, that stays by his side most of the time. He's going to be 19 years old in a few weeks. He should be out dating and having a good time. Instead, he's bound to his bed and wheelchair. He'll never date. He'll never be able to have children, drive a car, or most likely tell us he loves us again, she said tearfully. Dante changed not only Caleb's life, but everyone who is around him, added LeMay. See, this is the thing that I have to say about this shit. These street niggas, they do not take into account they don't weigh their actions, right? And this is why I call them monkeys and animals. Let me explain something to you. How many of y'all ever had a puppy or a dog, right? And that dog is eating, right? Say you give them some whatever, right? Some food. And you put your hand down there to try to move the bowl or whatever. What do? When you put your hand down on a dog, it could be a chihuahua. There's this animalistic instinct in an animal, in a dog, that they cannot, that shit is like a wolf. And it's almost like they're in the wild, right? Because they've adapted. I don't believe in evolution, but I do believe in adaptation. And that kind of animal, which is a canine or coming all from the kind which is the wolf, when you look at those animals, they are instinctively like they are in the wild. And when it comes to these animals, they make snappy decisions. They don't think. They're dogs, right? Y'all remember the movie I Am Legend with Will Smith? That dog didn't sit and ascertain or think and meditate on, should I run out here and go at these damn bloodthirsty, disease-infected, walking dead dogs who probably are twice my size? It's two of them, they'll probably kill me. No, he just made a snap decision, right? And that's the thing. Not realizing Will's character was immune to the thing. They could have bit him. He probably could have got to the car, shot him, but the dog didn't think like that. He just reacted, and it cost that dog his life. Thugs do shit like that. They make knee-jerk with decisions. Dante made a knee-jerk decision. Never, ever get into a physical wrestling match with a cop. Ever. That is the number one thing anybody with a brain knows. You do not get into a physical altercation with the cops. Usually, 99.99999% of the time, these are not neurosurgeons getting into physical altercations with the police. I'm sorry. And even though the cop may be wrong, you know better. You never get into a physical altercation with a cop. You putting your life on the line every time. People don't realize that. And another thing, do you honestly believe you're going to get into a physical altercation with a cop, whoop his ass, because he told you, hey, man, I'll take the badge off? Oh, you're going to take your badge off, take an ass whipping, and then let me go home and put your badge back on, and it's all no hard feelings? Yeah. Okay. Talking about the same motherfucker that'll sit up here and lock you up and make up some shit, talking about indecent, exposure or some shit, or resisting arrest, and these are cops we talking about. Slime of the earth. They know. And he knows that. But what did he do? He wants to wrestle with the cop. I would have stopped. Okay, I'm coming. Let me go. I'm going to get out. You ain't going to ever. See, let me tell you something. If they shoot Sub, it was in cold fucking blood murder. You hear me? It's cold-blooded fucking murder if a cop shoot me. Because I'm going to be yes, sir, no, sir. The only time I'm going to ignore my rules, if I see a cop about to he's hurting my child or something, then fuck it. It's kamikaze in. Fuck it. It's do or die. That's the way I feel about it. And then I'm going to do whatever I got to do. But other than that, of course, anybody that I love, like my lady, my mom, something like that's different. But other than that, if a cop fucking with me, shit, he ain't going to have to put his knee on my back. Unfortunately, just about in every video, the brother in my Wisconsin, Kenosha, right? The brother Richard, right here in Atlanta. The brother Dante, right? Unfortunately, one of the most innocent killings I've ever saw by a cop was the brother in New York, Eric Garner. That was just straight cold-blooded murder. The dude was dying and he knew it. I can't breathe. And he stopped. You could tell he was killing him. I knew he was killing him. And then after that, the cop did the little gun gesture at the camera, like, got him. Like, I didn't give a fuck. And they was faking the man eyes open. You suffocated him to death. Why would you even play with a cop like that? We know what cops are about. You'll never see, I'm a conservative, but I ain't stupid. I know the cops full of shit. But that's not the number one issue. But I know they full of shit. I'm not going to give them an opportunity to fuck me up. Right? But Dante gets into a physical altercation with the cops, and he mistakenly was killed. Oops, that happens. But what about this kid right here? That requires 24/7, 365 care the rest of his life. That boy probably ain't going to live. This boy is probably not going to live to be probably 30. If he make it to 35, I'll be surprised. Because usually when people get like this, they don't live long. They don't. Well, you blessed, bro. You blessed. I wouldn't take that chance, truth. I don't take chances like that. I do not take chances like that. And I'm 6'2", 200 and some odd pounds. I ain't getting into no physical altercation. You might be smaller than me. They probably didn't see you like that. Cops also have a, what's the word? Like a bloodlust for big black men. I know people don't say that, don't see it like that. Cops, let me tell you something. It's almost like going into Africa and being on a safari to hunt a lion. Nothing makes a white cop, a white boy from the suburbs that probably grew up watching black athletes run faster, fuck all his girls, jump higher. He got the 40-inch vertical. He hitting 30, 40 points. Damn, he probably in his mind, he won't tell you this. In his mind, he probably look at the brother like, damn, these niggers are just fucking Superman. Damn, did you see how high the nigger jumped? Do you honestly believe? And I'm one of them brothers that they probably said that shit about. You think I'm gonna get them motherfuckers opportunity? See, as a black man, you gotta think like that. The bigger you are, the more muscle you have, the more your ass can be killed. I do not play with the police. You don't play with them, especially the taller you get. As you get older, you get 6'3", the taller you get, right? And don't fuck around. And you know, you in a city like Montgomery where you got a lot of girls that like you. Look at me. I had all types of situations with police. I can run down some videos of motherfuckers doing some disrespectful shit over a damn woman. Because they know my woman. The nigga like, oh, he a cute dog and my girl a Delta, or he this nigga like her. He know her. He saw her at the club. That's it. So you got a man. Oh, who he is? Oh, that's the nigga. Next thing you know, nigga fucking with me in traffic and shit. I done had it happen. I just don't talk about it. I done had all types of shit happen with the police. But the point I'm trying to make is it's a difference in between me and a brother like Dante. Because I'm sorry, when you take somebody's family from them like that and have this boy messed up like this the rest of his life, you lose all the compassion that I probably would have had for you, bro. That's just real talk. Right here, look at it. Wright was never charged and arrested with shooting Caleb. So not only did he shoot him, he was never even charged. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Before Wright was killed, she told the local police department had told her that they didn't have any witnesses to who shot her son. So the boy was shot and nobody was around and he can't talk. But the word is he shot the boy. She's saying she believes he shot him because they got in a fight and he beat him up. So he beat up Dante, and in the next week he shot. The next week. Right? Caleb's son now suffers from traumatic. Okay, we talked about that. Let's keep going. So that's one situation, one scenario, right? She said the police didn't really work hard on my son's case. The best of my knowledge, they haven't spoken with anyone on my case since May 15th, 2019. Technically, the case is still open, but they're not going to solve it. Now with Wright dead, LeMay says her son will get justice. Amen to that, sister. Amen. I'm sorry. You may think I'm cold for saying this shit. Amen. If he shot his son, allegedly, this is alleged. If she shot that boy, then fuck it. Hey, amen. Right? Justice has been served. Right? I'm mad as hell that he died, she said. I have mixed emotions about his death. Part of me is content knowing he'll never be able to hurt someone again like he did to my son and others. We're going to get into that. But then the other part is furious. When Kim Carter killed him, she took away any possibility for him to be held criminally accountable for what he did. That's misspelled, right? Or maybe she did say it like that. I don't know. Now, there will never be justice for my child. My son doesn't deserve this type of life. LeMay said she'll be disgusted if Potter is acquitted, adding she's a veteran police officer. She should have known the difference between the taser and the gun. Facts. I agree with that. She should have. But like I said, that's like saying, hey, you should have known not to put your keys in the refrigerator. or you should have known not to leave your wallet at the house when you went to the store to buy something, but you do it, don't you? So that's what that was. That was a brain fart. Clearly, her reaction as soon as she did it. Oh my God, I shot him. She knew. She knew, right? She believes Wright would still be alive if he hadn't attempted to run from the police. See that? You know what I'm saying? So if Potter is convinced of killing Dante, LeMay said, at least his parents will get some sort of justice. Justice I'll never get. Technically, you got it, right? So let me keep going. Like, look at this shit. Look at this. This is who he is. Look at him. I mean, what's about $200 and some dollars? Like, what? Why you? Okay, you got $300. Like, why the fuck do you even show that? What is that to show? Like, that ain't no money. You just spreaded it out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you got some ones. That's a 10. Bro, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You might have $300 up there. Like, if y'all catch it, I can go pull out some money and have a big ass stack. For what? I go pull $1,000 out the bank and put that shit up to my ear. What does that prove? Not a damn thing. You ain't the only one with it, bro. Like, so what? You got a couple of dollars to rub together. Dante lived a lifestyle that didn't have a long lifespan. He was either going to be imprisoned, kill someone, or be killed. His actions and behavior were inexcusable on every level. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. How many lives did he have to destroy? Karma is a bitch, ain't it? Love it. Amen to that. Love it, sister. Love it. I'm glad that, like, this mama's actually like, karma's a bitch. You shot my son, now look at you. You fucked up now, ain't you? I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Right? So now, you know, I said earlier that he didn't know his dad. I was wrong, because if you look at this right here, grounded for 6 days because I spit on my dad. Let me explain something to you. Do you know how disrespectful it is to spit on someone? The level of disrespect. Now, this was 2015. He spit in his dad's face. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. He spit in his dad's face. Right? Now, let me tell you what he should be saying. I'm in ICU. I spit on my dad. That's what it should say. I'm not grounding your ass for 6. See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about a little nigga like that. This is the problem. This is why he made national news. On July 24th, 2015, he's supposed to be going to the hospital. Because if you grown enough to spit in my face, what was he? He was 20. He died in 2021, so he was about 14. I'd have grabbed his little ass. Let me tell you something. I would have grabbed his ass and slung him up against the wall and probably took his ass through the sheetrock. Nigga, who the fuck? Like, I promise you, I would have grabbed his ass and picked him up on that wall and showed him what a real grown man can do. And threw his ass like, nigga, you're a man now? You right. My dad would have, let me tell you something. I would never, even when my dad was sick with chemo, I loved him. So I would, just out of respect and love, I would never, I got bigger than my dad. Never would you see Sub spitting on his dad. My dad called me and go off on me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I never raised a hand, never threatened to raise a hand at my dad. Ever. Right? For one, out of respect, but as a kid, out of fear. As I got older, it became love. Like, I probably thought I probably could, but I wouldn't do that shit. That's dad. I would never do that shit. And if a motherfucker touched my dad, I'm gonna kill you. That's the way I felt. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, what do you say? Damn, this shit is crazy. I need somewhere to go. I hate my dad. Why? Because your dad trying to make you into a man. Your dad trying to hold you accountable for your actions. That's why you dead. That's why he dead right there. I hate to say it. I hate, it feels weird saying this. It does. Because I don't like, dogging the dead. I don't. I know you guys. In this generation, we do that. We drag people when they die, but I don't believe in it. I don't like it. But this was a little bit different because of the shit he did. And listening to everybody celebrate this cop getting this time and how, oh, he's an innocent black man. He got shot. Da, da, da. Like, no, fuck him. That's how I feel. Fuck him. That's where I'm at. Right? It says right here, I'm back gang shit, man. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I'm back gang shit, man. So he said that 3 days before he said this. So probably this mentality of being into the gang shit probably got you into a one-way argument with your dad that, you know, y'all just had friction. But why he talking about his dad way back in 2015? If my probation officer on dirt, when I get out, I'm done fighting I'm done fucking with everyone. So you had a probation officer at 14. Like, think about that. He was 14 because he died at 20. So he was 14 years old when he had a probation officer. Like, let that sink in. Think about the types of kids that had probation officers at 14 years old. What had you done? Right? Now, let's get to this. Because this is an interesting story. This piece right here. This is crazy, man. So let's get to it. If it'll play. It takes forever. But the thing is,
can we use your home to showcase one of our new roofing styles or colors? We need showcase homes of all shapes and sizes right away. Click the link below.
Okay, so they got some little advertisement about a roof. But let me say this, man. Like, you know, we gotta hold on, let me turn this back on.
So he had messaged me to come hang out, and he said he was with his friend because I asked who he would be with, and he said Dante's name.
You knew Imaje from high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I knew him. Like we never really.
So this is a white girl who hangs around black boys. Look at her lashes. I can tell by her lashes. That's some black girl shit. So she's a wigger. Just so you guys know. Let's go.
We had conversation, we never really talked, but I'd never heard anything bad about him at that point. They were kind of just procrastinating on leaving. And then I'm like, all right, we gotta go because I gotta go do stuff. And
I'm about to buy internet booster for the basement, guys.
they said like the ride was there, finally. So we all were like get moving towards the door, and they had their shoes on and everything ready to go. They were both by the front door waiting for me to walk out. I bent over to put my shoes on. I didn't even put the second shoe on yet. Like I was just putting the second shoe on, and he like stands up straight and he puts both of his hands in front of like himself, like kind of like in a stance, and he's like, I know you have the money, give me the fucking money. And I'm like, what? When I was younger, my grandma used to put money in her bra in case anybody like ever tried to take her purse. Like that's just, you know. So I grew up just like having that in my head, but I never did that ever. And for some reason that day, that time, I felt like I should just do it. He said, like, I know you have the money, give me the fucking money. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way, because we know you have it. We pulled out the gun. I was like, I had looked him dead in his eyes, and like all I saw was literally like darkness. Like, I'm not even kidding you.
See, that part was the most telling of the video. She said she looked in his eyes and basically she didn't see a soul. He was dark. He was empty. I believe her. I believe he already shot 2 people, and he would have probably shot her ass. He would have probably killed her if he needed to. That tells us that, unfortunately, guys, this officer did us a fucking favor. Now I know people don't want to hear that, but she did us a favor because it could have been me or you or one of our children out there at the gas station or whatever, and this dude at 27, 28 did some harm to them because you never know. What if he moved to Atlanta? What if he moved somewhere? Thank you. Can I get some lights, guys? Thank you. But what if he moved somewhere and he around you or your children or your mom or some shit? He coming in our back door.
It was evil, and I just felt that through my whole body went numb, and I was like, it is you taking my life over.
So this thing is stopping, obviously. So let me stop it. I ain't got to watch the whole thing. But what I wanted you guys to see was just that this guy basically robbed this girl. Now, is she lying? I don't know. I believe her. Sorry. I do. I believe her. I think she's telling the truth. But I just think he was a piece of shit. It's just truth be told. And he robbed her, right? And the brother had a track record of just being a straight fuck up. Just let's just call it what it was. He had a track record of being a piece of shit. And I think we need to stop making videos like, paying homage. And this dude's going to probably be some damn martyr in the black community and try to make this guy out to be some sort of fucking hero, like say his name, Black Lives Matter, right? That's the bullshit I'm talking about. So his brother walking in with MJ, that's the dude that was probably in the video on the right, into courthouse during Kim. So when the dude got shot, so they went in there to celebrate. Basically, when the whole situation was over, I guess that's them moving into the courthouse and stuff like that. So here we go again. Let's get into it. So who is this guy right here? Let's see, where is it? Daily Mail can also reveal Julian Manjo became another victim of Dante Wright. That is the gentleman right here, right? It says after the teenager broke into his house while he was at home. In an exclusive interview for DailyMail.com, Manjo said that his son previously played basketball with Wright. They weren't the best of friends, but they were teammates. I treated Dante like a son when he came over. So this dude been in your house, right? Dude been in your house. This is why I tell him you got to take niggas like that serious. And you see the other lady's son beat his ass. So he's not like some guy, some imposing guy that's going to whoop somebody's ass. He's a coward. That's just pretty much, and usually that's the way it works. These people are usually cowards, right? He said, I treated Dante like a son when he came over. There were occasions when Dante would come over with Manjo and spend time in their house. So this dude in your house looking at shit, right? Dante would come to our house after a basketball game and practice and wait until his parents would come to get him. Court documents exclusively obtained by DailyMail.com say that then 17-year-old Wright one day rang the doorbell of his house, but Manjo, looking through the main floor window, saw it was an acquaintance of his son and didn't answer the door. He then observed Wright walk to the back door of the house and repeatedly knocked on the door again. Let me scroll down. Manjo didn't answer the door. Manjo then said Wright walked over to a bathroom window. Then he unlocked and removed the screen window and placed it against the neighbor's garage, a neighbor's garage. Wright then returned to the door and repeatedly knocked on the door. Then it says when he received no response, he returned to the bathroom, opened it, and crawled into the bathroom. At this time, Manjo says he grabbed a kitchen knife and confronted Wright. Manjo said that Dante ran back to the bathroom, slamming the door shut behind the crawl behind and crawled back out the bathroom window. Manjo said he left the knife inside his house and ran outside to confront Wright. He caught up to Wright, who was by this time casually walking from the house, trying to not look conspicuous. He says, I caught up with him and told him, so this look, man, I ain't gonna finish this shit. The dude basically pressed charges of felony breaking and entering. Let me say this, man. It was all said and done. This dude was a fuck up, okay? This is what I mean. These are the people that Charlemagne the God wants free. These are the people that we want to go and get a smack on the wrist for doing dirt, right? And so I just, at the end of the day, don't understand why we as black people, and this is why it's over for us, because I don't think we can really logistically understand this shit for what it is. This dude is really the scourge of the black community. He has no real purpose in our community, and he's why we need to probably move away. All right, guys, I gotta go. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all later.